Labor is one of the biggest expenses, and given the labor shortages that so many retailers are experiencing, it's vital to make sure that you're scheduling your labor as efficiently as possible. I'm Mark Riske, and I'm going to explain how you can quickly tell if you have a labor productivity problem. As you will see, it's not just about how much labor you have, it's also about what your labor is focused on. Here's a chart showing how a retailer scheduled their labor for a particular day. Now, if we were to compare the number of sales transactions to labor hours, it appears as though this retailer did a pretty good job of scheduling labor to transaction counts. So far, so good. It doesn't look like there's any significant issues here. So how do you spot a productivity issue with this data? The answer? You can't. Now, let's look at the store's traffic and conversion chart. Traffic is displayed in the blue bars and conversion rate in the yellow dots. Now, from this chart, it's clear that this store has a conversion problem between 5 p.m. and closing. But why? Now, one of the first things we look at when we see a conversion rate sag is we look at labor. In most cases, there's just simply not enough labor scheduled, and that's what's driving the conversion rate sag. But that's not the case here. When we compare traffic and conversion to labor, we get a completely different perspective. While it's true that there is less labor scheduled during these hours, it's not that much less labor. Labor went from 6 staff to 5 staff, but conversion rates sure dropped during these hours. If labor had been cut down dramatically, say down to 2 labor hours during this day part, then we might conclude that there's just simply not enough labor in the store. But that's not the case here at all. This looks like a case of a labor productivity problem. There's enough labor, but the conversion rates are still sagging. With store traffic and conversion insights, your manager will know where to look. She can review who's working during these hours and investigate what tasks staff are focused on. Without store traffic and conversion insights, this manager would never be able to diagnose this productivity issue, and neither would you. So, how can you tell if you have a labor productivity issue? You need traffic and conversion insights.